So now we are back into week 3. Week 1 flew by. Week 2 we picked up pace just a little bit. I know the workouts were a little more challenging last week, but now going into week 3 we're not going to be hitting quite the same soreness levels that we were in weeks 1 and week 2. So now that it's a brand new week, hopefully you took another before and after picture so that way you can see what's going on in the legs, in the glutes. So today's workout starting out into week 3 is a light focused workout. So we're going to be using our lighter dumbbells today, which is nice. This one is called the Dynamic Fat Crusher. We've got 6 exercises and we're going to be doing 3 to 4 sets and anywhere from 12 reps to 20 reps on each one of those exercises. Now, we're going to start out with a quick stretch. I'm going to move my yoga mat. So we're going to start our stretch. Let's start with the splits here. So let's go ahead and take it down. Just kind of stretch it out. And hopefully you stretched a little bit over the weekend. That is always something good to do every single day, not just once or twice during the days that you focus on the legs, but stretch every day. It's good for you. I'm trying to get into that habit now. Since I'm in my 30s, I'm trying to focus on it a little bit more. All right, let's go ahead and drop it down. Hands on the ground. Once your hands are placed on the ground, go ahead and let your feet just kind of slide out a little bit farther. Dropping that stretch a little bit wider. Making improvements on it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly make your way up from that. So now we're going to take it into our forward lunge here, dropping that back knee down. There you go. Push that pelvis down. Perfect. Once you feel like you've really pushed the hip in as far as you can towards the ground, really stretching it, you can go ahead and lean back with your upper torso. That'll give you just a little bit more stretch on it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch it around. Other leg, same exact thing. There we go. So I'm definitely still feeling a little bit tight from last week, I have to admit. A little bit tight. In 5, 4. Let it sit there a minute. Lean back. Add that additional stretch. 3. These aren't your typical seconds. There you go. 2. One more second. Hold it there. Let it relax. 1. Okay. Let's go ahead up to your feet. Now what we're going to do is let's take it into some squats. Just slow squats, but into some squats. This will start to get the blood flowing. This will start to get you loosened up. I really haven't done a whole lot today. It is earlier in the day, but I haven't done a whole lot. So my joints and muscles and knees are all popping and cracking. So that's all right. Okay, let's keep it up. Do a few more reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Okay, so we're going to be getting right into today's workout. So this is your last chance to get everything that you need. I am going to get a quick drink of water. So our first exercise right off the bat is going to be the dumbbell hip thrust. So for this one, what we're going to be doing, our shoulders are going to be elevated on either your couch, a chair, an ice chest. You know the routine by now. So we did these, I think, last week in the beginning of the week, but we're going to place our shoulders on it. We'll drop our butt down to the ground and then pop our hips back up. This week we're going to add a dumbbell to the mix. So I'm going to grab my, I'll do my 20-pound dumbbell, grab a light one, and we're going to do 3 sets of 15. Now, best way to get this one started is go ahead and sit down. Make sure your yoga mat doesn't slide out from under you. Place your shoulders on, get your hips up in position. You can sit like this for a long time and then either grab the dumbbell yourself, place it below the hip bone. If you place it on top of the hip bone or above the hip bone, it's going to roll and it's going to hurt, all right? So set it below the hip bone, right there, all right? We're going to drop our hips down and then right back up nice and high. So 15 reps in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get those hips up. 7, Squeeze your glutes together. 8. You should already be feeling this one. 9. 10. Make sure you touch your glutes to the ground. 11. 12. Come on. 13. 14. And 15. Okay, set the dumbbell down. Easily set it down whenever you're coming out of that exercise. I'm going to move this yoga mat back a little bit. It's not one to play nice. Okay, so we won't be resting too long. We're going to be jumping right back into this one pretty quick. So go ahead, let's go ahead and get your shoulder blades on the box first. Or your chair, whatever you're going to be propping your upper body up with. Then grab your dumbbell, get it on your hip, get your body squared off in position, don't rush it. We're going to start, here we go, down. 1, 2, drop those hips. 3, make sure your butt touches the ground. 4, 5, good. 6, 7, there we go. 8, get those hips up nice and high. 9, 10, we're taking it kind of slow, working on building up that muscle. 11, 12, burning that fat. 13, 14, 15, good, okay. So set it down, relax a minute. We've only got one more set on this one. It's only 3 sets of 15 today, so the rep count's high, but the set, not too bad, 3 sets. I'll take it. So just a super quick rest with this one. All right, now if you're not feeling quite the burn in your glutes, more than likely you are, but if you're not, you can either up the weight that you're using right on your hip, or you can also try to push your hips higher up whenever we're doing the exercise itself, okay? So a lot of times if you're still letting your hips kind of dip and not squaring them off or even going higher, you won't get quite the same range of motion, you won't get quite the same results. All right, this is our last set, so let's go ahead, let's drop it down. Get your shoulders in position first before we start playing with the weight. Like I said, you can grab the weight yourself, you can always have somebody help you get it too, so they can kind of set it on your hip for you. All right, so this position, hips nice and high, always end them nice and high at the end of every rep. You'll have awesome results. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is our last set, so keep it up. 9, 10. You know what we're doing. 11. Bring those hips up. 12. Let one side support more weight than the other. 13. 14. And nice and high. 15. Good. All right. So set that dumbbell out of the way. Let's check out our next exercise. So on to exercise number 2, which is going to be a single leg skater squat. Now this is kind of like just a single leg squat, but it's not going to be used with a box, and we're not going to be doing the pistol squat version. So here's how this version right here looks. We're going to balance on one leg, and if you want to, you can use a wall to help you balance. The opposite knee that's up will be bent. You can kind of see from the side. It's bent just like this, no big deal. Now what your goal is to squat down, try to touch that knee to the ground. Here's what it looks like from the back or from the side. So see, I'm squatting down, I'm touching my knee to the ground, right back up. Squat down, touch the knee, right back up. Now you don't want to drop the knee, you don't want to smash your knee. Start by standing next to a wall, start by keeping a chair or the edge of a couch right in front of you. That way you can use that to support your weight. I don't want you hurting yourself, but only go as low as you can handle. All right, 3 sets of 12 reps on this one. So we're going to start body weight only in 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to start standing on my right leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm trying to go all the way down, touch my hands to the ground, touch my knee to the ground, 9, but you do not have to get this low. 10, 2 more, 11, and 12. Perfect. All right, we're going to rest it just for a second. We're going to stay on this right leg, or whatever leg you started on. We're going to stay on that leg the entire time, okay? We're going to do all 3 sets before moving on to the next one. So we're going to completely burn that one leg out. All right, here we go. Set number 2. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. We go a little bit faster with these because we are only doing body weight. 5. You can use weight if you want, but we're not there yet. 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on. 10, 11. One more. And 12. Balance got a little shoddy with that one. Legs are definitely starting to get tired. I'm feeling it in the gluteus minimus, which is where you're going to feel it, and also with the quad, okay? Whew. Luckily, we've only got one more set with our right leg. Then we'll be moving on to our left leg. All right, last set, right leg. Here we go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, come on, you got this, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, one more, 12. Whew, that last one was definitely difficult. Probably wouldn't have had a 4 set in me on that one without some type of assistance. All right, now we're going to switch. We're going to go to our opposite leg, and if you're like me, the leg I'll be using now is not as strong as my other leg, okay? I always start with my strong leg, finish up with my weaker one. So this one may not be as pretty for me, but give it your best. I'm going to give it my best. Here we go. So foot up, hold on to something if you need to, down to the ground. Let's go. 1, 2, definitely not as pretty. 3, won't be getting quite as low on this one. 4, 5, come on. 6, 7, that's it. 8, definitely not getting the knee down to the ground on this one. 9, 10, we got 2 more. 11, one more. Oh, 12, good. Relax a second from that one. Yeah, this one's definitely not as strong. I'd say my knee's probably still 6 inches from the ground, but definitely giving it everything I got. Okay, 2 more sets on this one. Again, we're not going to rest too long. We're going to get through this exercise pretty rapidly. Alright, so here we go. Balancing on one leg, down to the ground. Make sure it's a squat. Don't just bend at the hips. Still got to make sure that we're dropping the squat. 3, 4, 5, 6, good. 7, you can do it. 8, here we go. 9, 10, we got 2 more. Keep it up. 11, one more. 12, all right. Relax a second, we got 1 more set. Again, we're not going to rest too long, 10 to 20 seconds or so. Just enough to kind of let the blood flow even out in the leg, kind of disperse that lactic acid buildup. But we're going to be going right into our next set here, okay? All right. So shake it off a minute. Let's get ready for it. Last and final set, 12 reps. I know it burns, but we're going to make it. Here we go. Drop it down. 1, 2, 3, come on. 4, 5, good. 6, almost there. 7, whew. 8, 9, come on. 10, last 2. 11, and 12. That's definitely a little sloppy. The last 3 were a little sloppy, but now let's go ahead, let's move along. Our next exercise, which is going to complement what we just did, we're going to be doing a single leg Romanian deadlift. So now, on one leg, going all the way down to the ground, in a similar movement to what we just did, all right? A little bit different, but very similar. I'm going to use my 10-pound dumbbells on this, but you can use 5s, 10s, 2.5s, 20s, whatever you want to use. And I'm also going to turn the heater off and get some water real quick. You do the same. So get you a quick drink of water. Get your dumbbells in position. So we're going to do 3 sets of 12 reps on both legs. So I'm going to start with my right leg. So on this one, here we go. So remember, bending that knee, down to the ground, right back up, almost into a standing position. But even when I stand back up, I still keep that opposite foot off the ground if I can. 3, 4. Make sure the leg you're standing on, you're in a nice bent position. Once your dumbbells are down to the ground, see my knee, it's nice and bent. 7, 8, 9, come on. 10, 2 more. 11, 1 more. And 12, good. So you'll feel that one really nicely in the hamstrings there, which is normal. Whew, we're going to stay on this same leg. We're not alternating. We're going to stay on our right leg, or at least that's what I started with. If you started with your left leg, that's fine. But we're going to stay on the same leg through our 3 sets. We're not alternating. Whew, all right. So let's get ready for this. Same leg. Once again, here we go. So down. Touch the dumbbells to the ground. Try to use dumbbells on this. Light dumbbells, but I want you trying to use your dumbbells. 3, 4, 5, come on. 6, 7, 8, we're almost there. 9, at least these 3 setters go by quick. 10, we got 2 more. 11, 1 more. And 12. All right, shake it out for a second. I'm going to put my dumbbells down for a minute. At least relax the hands and the forearm just a little bit. We're going to go into our final set with our right leg here, all right? We're doing awesome on this one though so far. We're doing really good on it. I'm impressed. Okay, here we go. Grab your dumbbells, in position. One last final time for this leg. Here we go. So down. 1, let's keep a good consistent pace. 2, 3, 4, keep it up so you can match my pace. 5, 6, still making sure you're getting a nice bend in the knee. 7, try to go all the way down to the ground with the dumbbells. 8, even if you need to hold the wall for balance. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Hopefully with that nice consistent pace there, you really felt the burn for those last like 5, 6 reps. I know I did. Whew, we're definitely hitting the gluteus minimus muscles today. Those first 3 exercises of just bow, 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 one after the other. All right, now we're going to our left leg, but we're doing the same single leg Romanian deadlift, okay? Whew, we're not gonna rest too long. We're pretty much gonna jump right back into it. So let's go ahead and let's jump right back into it. Grab your dumbbells. This time, opposite leg. I'm going to be standing on my left leg. So here we go. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whew, already lost balance. 9, 10, 2 more. 11, 1 more. 12, very good. And I know for myself, if I'm not feeling it, a real tight pulling, like a nice tight pull in the back of my hamstrings, I'll try to lower my dumbbells a little bit farther out in front each and every time that I do it. And you'll notice by doing that, your hamstring will start to get a little bit tighter every rep. And so I try to get it to a point where there's a nice tight pull, okay? And so I know for me, by putting the dumbbells out farther in front of the body, it allows for that exact feeling. All right, we got 2 more sets. Let's not talk too long, Ben. Let's go ahead, jump back into it. So standing on your left leg, if you're following me, here we go. So down. Still getting a nice bend in your leg though. 2. So yeah, I've extended my dumbbells probably another inch farther where I'm setting them down on the ground versus where I did with my first set, and getting a nice tight pull where I want it. Good. Now you don't want to put your dumbbells so far out in front of you that they pull you over and you lose your balance, but just far enough. All right, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 1 more, and 12. Boom. All right. Super quick rest. We got 1 last set, 3rd set, final set for this one, and then we're moving on to our next exercise. So we're making pretty good time. I know I didn't start the timer right at 30 minutes, but you gotta admit, we're making pretty good time here. All right, let's go ahead. This one might be even under 30 minutes. I don't know, we'll see. All right, grab your dumbbells. Last set for these single leg Romanian deadlifts. Here we go. So down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got this. Come on, keep working with me. 6. I know you can do it. I trust you. I believe in you. 7. I can't balance myself though. 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11. 1 more. 12. All right. Whew. Our next exercise is a fun one. We're going to be doing a glute bridge. We're going to have a dumbbell on our hips, so let's go ahead and drop it to the ground. Okay, once you're down on the ground, so for the glute bridge, the same basics as last week, which means we're on our back, our hands are down on the ground. You're going to keep your feet farther away from your butt, so there's a nice little 1.5 to 2 foot gap right there. Keeping your shoulder blades flat, and then bringing your hips as high off the ground as you can. The only difference we're going to do today is we're going to put the dumbbell on our hip or below our hip, okay? So it's going to sit in the same spot as earlier, so right below the hip, that way it's not on it. When you do these today, a couple different things. You'll have to hold the dumbbell so it doesn't roll off, and also you may need to put shoes on if you only have socks on, because like my mat, it slides back and forth, so it makes this a lot harder to do. But that's all right. So we're going to do 4 sets of 15 reps in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it up. 6, 7, 8. Get those hips up. 9, 10, 11, 12, we've got 3 more, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so relax a second. I'll say that's going to be our easy set right there. The next one we're going to go into, we're going to try to keep our butt off the ground the entire time. So even when you come to lower it back down, just don't touch the ground. Get right above it and then right back up. That way we're keeping our hamstrings tight the entire time. Enough talk, let's go ahead and let's jump into our next set. So get your dumbbell on, feet split away. Remember, once your butt comes off the ground, keep it off the ground. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, nice. Whew, glutes are a little shaky already, but that's okay. We got 2 more sets on this. I'm going to maintain about the 20-pound dumbbell. It's a nice even burn for me there, not too much. Let's go ahead, let's knock our 3rd set out of the way here. So, dumbbells in position first, it's the most important thing. Be nice and gentle when you're doing it. All right, here we go. So hips up. 1, 2, 3. Remember, keep your feet away. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hips up. 14, 15. Perfect. Okay, one last set, and then we're going to be going to an exercise that is going to complement this exercise. And if you've already looked ahead, you've already seen it, you may know what it is, you may not, but it complements this exercise right here. All right, well, let's not stop too long. Let's go ahead and work our way through it. Since we're doing lighter weight today, we don't need to rest as long. Save the rest for the heavy lifting days. All right, here we go. So hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Squeeze those glutes together. 13. You should feel the burn. 14, 15. There it is. That's it. So that was our 4th set right there. Now we're going to be moving along into an elevated glute bridge march. So this is what this one's going to look like. You're going to need a chair or the edge of a couch to do this one with. I'm going to use my ice chest. Now this one we're only going to do 3 sets of 12 reps. We're going to do all 12 reps on our right leg before doing our 12 reps on our left leg. Just like we do the hip thrust, my ice chest won't slide away. I may have to switch it to the other end down there. So get your shoulder blades on, your hips up just like we would with our other one. So for this one, bringing your knee up. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to do it a total of 12 times on both legs. Are we ready? Let's do this thing. Starting at 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. Okay, so I know you felt it. You felt it in your glutes, your hamstrings, and you should, if you were raising your left leg, you should have felt it in your right leg. Am I correct? Thought so. All right, we got 2 more sets that we're going to do, and we're going to finish them on this left leg. All right? I'm going to stay up in this elevated position because we're not going to rest long. We're going to be going right back into it in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So get that knee up. 1, 2. You also want to remember to keep your hips up. 3, 4, 5. Come on. 6, 7, 8. Keep those hips up. 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo. I'm going to sit down on that one, let the glutes rest a minute so you can feel how tight it's getting. And that's what we want on this one. You don't need anything but body weight. You can use a resistance band on this one by putting it on your feet. But at this point starting out, you and I, neither one of us, probably need any type of resistance. All right, we ready? Let's get that 3rd set for this leg here. Shoulder blades up in position. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo! All right, definitely feeling it. We're going to be going to the other leg next. So quickly rest it, get some water. If you need it, relax your back out of it. You may have a tight back from doing those because the muscles that we're working, it is your hamstrings and your lower back muscles together there. All right, so now we're going to be going to our opposite leg this time. So that means I'm going to be marching with my right leg. Whew, are you ready for this? You may not be, but let's go ahead, let's jump right into it. We're almost through with today's workout, which is good news. All right, here we go. So, opposite leg, 1, 2, and this will be our first set. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, good. I definitely noticed with this leg, it was harder for me to keep my hips up. Most of the time, they kept dropping like between every single rep. So I've got to pay special attention to that myself, because you definitely want to keep your hips high. The higher they are, the more you will get out of this exercise. So I don't want to be cheating myself. I don't want you cheating yourself either. All right, here we go. Set number 2 for this leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and control the foot coming down. Don't just let it drop. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we got one more set on this one. One more set. Doing good. Almost there. Finish this one out, and then I think we have 2 more exercises, maybe 1 more. We may only have 1. I can't see the workout from here though, but we're not going to worry about it. We're in the present right now. So now, right back, final set right here, 12 reps. Hips up, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My hips are dropping again. 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on. 11, 12. Whew. Alright, definitely feel a good burn. So let's see what our next one is. This is our final exercise. I'm going to move my ice chest out of the way. We're going to be doing a side lying kick. This is an easier one. I'm actually surprised I put this one in here. So this is an easier one, but we're still going to get a nice burn out of it. Now this is one you can use resistance bands on as well, which I may do for my second and third set. But the first set, we're going to do it just like this together. So bring your leg up. 1, 2, and you want to control it going down. 3, not just the up motion. 4, 5, you don't just want to drop it. 6, here we go. 7, 8, this is definitely an old school exercise. 9, 10, back in those Jane Fonda days. 11, but that's all right, you get a lot out of it. 12, 13, 14, 15, 5 more. 16, you feel that burn yet? 17, I bet you do. 18, 19, 20. Good. Now the bad news is we're going to rest for only about 15 to 20 seconds, not long. But the good news is we're going to stay on the same leg, all right? Just playing. There's no good news there. So yeah, we're going to stay on the same leg. We're going to do all 3 sets of 20 reps on this leg with not a whole lot of rest in between. So let's go ahead and let's start. So 1, 2, 3, control the downward motion. 4, try to get your leg up every single time. 5, as high as you can get it. 6, you've been doing those splits in that stretch in the beginning. 7, you get those legs higher. Come on. 8, 9, 10. We got 10 more. 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, I don't know if you're feeling that burn yet, but I definitely am. 15. We got 5 more. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so set number 2 was a bit shady. Definitely could feel the soreness in there. And we're working the gluteus medius muscles when we're doing this one. So this one kind of sits between. You got the maximus up here, the minimus down here, the medius is kind of like right in the middle. You can Google an image of it, but it's right in the middle. That's what we're targeting with this one, as well as the outer thighs here, and a little bit of hamstrings. But we've got 1 more set, so let's go ahead, let's jump into it. It's not going to get any easier. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, quick little rest right there, not too long. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. 11, 12, 13, 14, get it up. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, well, the last few reps are a little sloppy, but let's go ahead. Let's switch it around. Other side. Now this is going to be our final side, our final sets, 3 sets, and then we'll be done with today's workout. So week 3, our Monday, will be done. All right, let's go ahead. First set will be the easy one. Enjoy it. 1, 2, a nice fresh muscle, hadn't been worked out in a few minutes. 4, 5, nothing feels better for a few seconds. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, keep moving. 11, 12, get that foot up. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, we're close. 18, 19, 20. Whew, all right, nice glute burn. 2 more sets on that. You can get some water real quick if you need it, but we're not gonna take more than about 10 seconds. We're gonna get this workout knocked out of the way today. Get it knocked out of the way. We're too close to being done, so we don't wanna wait a whole lot. All right, here we go, set number 2. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, fill in the burn. 8, 9, 10, let's keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, straight through. 18, 19, enjoy that pain. 20, all right, quick little rest. Whew. Okay, we got one last tiny, measly set. Don't rush into it, wait for me, all right? We got this, come on. So we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, let's bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, come on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, it's burning. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Whew, leg got heavy on the last few there. All right, up to your feet. Guess what? We made it through today's, my legs are so wobbly. I'm gonna trip over the dumbbells trying to do the outro here. I hope your legs are feeling, or at least your glutes, not really my legs, it's my glutes, are feeling as shaky as mine are. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get that flex finisher in there. Ooh. And like always, you've heard me say it 100 times, make sure you post your sweaty selfie or your flex finisher sweaty selfie in the comments below the video, so that way I know you got this workout taken care of. On another level, legs and glutes. That'll be going down tomorrow, so don't skip out on tomorrow's workout.